What's going on? Jackson here. Welcome back to Daily Endeavours for the 8th of July. It's Tuesday, is it? Yeah, it's Tuesday. So the timestamps, as always, they're going to be in the description if you're just looking for one of these and you just want to skip everything else. So yeah, the set's good. Another base game one, pretty good. Personally, I think this is the worst of the lot just because that requires 2 cycle bosses. It's so much faster to do any of these other ones, but at the same time, it's not terrible anyway because it's a base game instanced option, so nobody else can like get in the way. Whereas this one here, people can kind of get in the way. I suppose same with this one to a degree, but usually you can find some really cheap shit. Okay, so I'm going to start with purchasing from a guild trader. I would go this, and this, because you can kind of just do all these in like without moving much. You just go to a guild trader, then craft some stuff, and then, yeah, there's not, like, this one you have to travel out a bit, and this one you have to do quite a bit of combat. So yeah, I'll just do these 3. Alright, so, purchasing from a guild trader first. Let's get to it. So this is a guild trader here. One of the easiest ones to get to, just slightly south of the Volkagard Wayshrine that you start with by default. So what you want to do is just talk to them, open up the menu. Now, what you want to do is this thing here, the total, just click this and make sure the arrow is up. What that's going to do is show you the absolute cheapest item that you can find in this guild store, and that's all you need, just one. Just buy that, and you're good. Now, if you get to this one and there's like, honestly, anything over like 100 gold, just go find a different one, because honestly, there are going to be so many guild stores out there, and I guarantee there are going to be some fucking cheap deals, or like, I don't know, what do they call it, special deals or whatever, all over the place. You got 5 guild stores here. You got 5 guild stores in Marbrook and Greenshare. You got 7 in Gratwa. You got 7 in Deshan, 6 in Vivek City and Vardenfell. You got fucking 7 in Craglawn guild traders. You got fucking 7 in Stormhaven, 6 in Western Skyrim, 7 in, I think, in Hrothgar, actually. Is it 7 or 6? Not 6, sorry. Yeah, you get the picture. There's so many guild traders out there, and then that's not even counting the random ones out in the wilderness. As an example, in Oridon, you got the one up here, and these can be even better, because sometimes these just have, like, these are the ones that people don't look for when this endeavor comes up, so you can find tons of shit. And also there's like the Volkagard Outlaws Refuge one, and like all the Outlaws Refuge ones. Every zone has one of these too. So there are so many guild traders out there that you can look at. So if you see something that's like, I don't know, it's maybe a little bit expensive, it probably is, and you can find something really cheap. Now, just before you buy stuff, I just want to make one more point that maybe it might, if you don't have any maple, it might be a good idea to just buy this instead of like a random item, because this can get you the stuff you need to craft with woodworking. In most cases, maple is going to be pretty cheap. If you can spend a little bit of time running around, maybe trying to find like a smaller amount of this, if you don't want to spend $1,000 today on your endeavor. But yeah, 200 standard maple, that will last so long for any time the woodworking ones come up. Yeah, I think that is a worthwhile deal. Like in most circumstances, if you're okay with spending that gold, spending $1,000 on 15 steels is a pretty good deal, I think, anyway. I mean, spending $1,000 on 30 seals, that's even better. Yeah, just maybe check for maple. Don't worry about the star materials, which you also need for woodworking, because you can get those easily from carpenters, and I don't really suggest buying those from guild traders. The reason I suggest against buying star materials from guild traders is because, so look at this, right? This, especially right now, these cost 13 gold. The fucking Zeal of Zenthal. Woo! The battle average, though, for Tamriel Trade Center, for what they're worth on guild stores, is 20 gold. So you can buy them cheaper here. You can buy as many as you want. You're not running around other places. You know exactly where they are right here. It's not like you have to search all these different guild stores. And, they're cheaper. Why buy them on guild stores? I've never understood it. Anyway, so you see a couple of star materials, need some rough maple, or whatever you've got access to. Maybe instead you could do woodworking writs instead, if you want rosin, and if you want surveys too. Those are both really handy. Can also help for the weekly today, which is quests. So crafting some writ items might not be a bad idea as well. But if you just want to do it as quick as possible, you see 4 style materials from the carpenter there, do some maple from a guild store, or getting it yourself, and just craft some stuff. And then usually I just deconstruct it again to get some of the maple and style materials back, just for next time if you want to do the same thing. That is definitely better if you've got a higher level in woodworking, because you get wood extraction and it makes it easier. Okay, so healing in PvP areas. So my suggestion for this right now actually is not to do this in Cyrodiil. Normally that's where I go. This time I suggest doing this in Imperial City, because in Vengeance you can't use Blood Altar. For most people that's probably going to be how it goes. You can still use a Nightblade there. It's just, I mean, it's probably quicker. So, I mean, you could do both as long as you're going to something that takes away health. I'm pretty sure the only thing that can do that though is Nightblades. So yeah, if you've got a Nightblade, you can still go there, and it's the same thing. It's just your skills will be a little bit different, and your stats will be a bit different. But yeah, Imperial City, Cyrodiil doesn't matter either way. So what you need is, firstly, you need something that takes away health. You can fight players if you want, but this way you can do it without having to look around for players. You can just literally not even move in when you enter Cyrodiil or Imperial City and just immediately do this as soon as you get in. So things that take away health. You've got Siphoning Strikes for a Nightblade. You get this about level 38, I believe it is, for Siphoning skill line. And yeah, it takes away health, and it gives you resources back, which is great. Because you use resources to heal yourself, and then you use health to get your resources back to heal yourself. So you can just spam like one and the other and just keep doing it infinitely. It just makes it a lot quicker. And then, yeah, obviously you need something that takes away... it needs something that heals you. So I usually just use Vigor and then a class burst heal. You can also use the Scribing Healing Soul skill as well. That's pretty good if you've got Gold Road. Yeah, just as long as you have something that takes away health and something that gives you health, that's all you need. So if you don't have a Nightblade with Siphoning, instead, you're either going to want to talk to Turek Redclaws here in Salted Wings Tavern, just southwest of the Waystone and Vocal Guard, or go to Glenumbra. This one's actually better. There's a orc woman you can talk to here, big orc lady, Mighty Mordra, I believe her name is. She gives you the same quest, just for a different dungeon. Now, you don't actually have to do the quest. As soon as you unlock the start the quest, you unlock the Undaunted skill line, and what that'll do is give you Blood Altar. Now, this costs health. It doesn't give you resources like Siphoning does, but it's a good, decent option for that isn't class specific, so everybody can use this. So yeah, you just need Blood Altar or Siphoning attacks, and then heals. And if you can get it too, if you're a vampire, Blood Frenzy from the Vampire skill line also helps, because this is basically the same thing. It's just, this is a damage done instant, this is damage done over time, this is healing over time, this is healing instant. So you got Offering and Siphoning Strikes for your main ones, and then you just use these two incrementally to just support the just speed it up. That's basically all it's doing. But as long as you got one of each, that's fine. Okay, so I'll go to Vengeance, because normally you'll see the regular way. I'll just show you what I would do if I'm a Nightblade in Vengeance, because it's a little bit different. Alright, so don't worry about weapons or anything, because even if you don't have a weapon, I'm pretty sure your stats don't change. Yeah, you still get all your stats. Okay, so you need Siphoning attacks, or Siphoning Strikes, whatever it is, and then you need Offering. If you can, you might as well get a Resto Staff and get yourself Regeneration, or Vigor. That's fine either way. So yeah, just Siphoning. This is just going to take a while, that's all. So if you can, maybe go to like a keep, or go to like a cliff and keep jumping off, because in Vengeance you don't have any champion points, so you don't have breakfall, so you'll take a lot of fall damage. Normally that's a pain, but right now it's actually convenient. So just jump off here, and yeah, took a bit of damage there. And yeah, we'll just start using Vigor and yeah, Siphoning. So basically, taking yourself all the way down as low as you can, you will almost get this done in a single full heal of your health, because you have 70,000 max health right now in Vengeance. So yeah, a single run almost got me everything there. So yeah, this one's super duper quick. Just requires a little bit of prep at the start. Okay, Flesh Atronachs. Let me go through the options. There's 3. Probably the easiest to reach is dolmens, but it's the most unreliable. Flesh Atronachs can spawn from them, and they're regular enemies, so you can get lots of them. And I'm pretty certain that Flesh Abominations also count, and they are one of the other enemies that can spawn. The only issue is, there are so many other types of enemies that can spawn at a dolmen, that the odds of you finding Flesh Atronachs when you need them is going to be pretty slim. So I wouldn't bother with this myself. What I would do is either... It depends on the DLCs you've got. So if you don't have any DLC, the base game option, probably one of the best, is going to be Abermath right here. Now let me show you how to get to Abermath for the first time. You can either use Home Tours with Doomchild Plateau over here. So you just go Home Tours, Browse Homes, go to D, and Doomchild Plateau. Travel to this house, go out the front door immediately when you get in, just turn around and interact with it. It'll take you here. You just go a little bit south and east here and unlock the wayshrine, so you've got Abermath easily from this point on. Or in Oridon, you can use the boatswain here, Cyrodiil. It's been a long time since I've used this, but in this case it's... oh shit, whoops, wrong one. So talk to her. I'd like to travel. Go to Grantwood first. Or you can go Reaper's Marsh. Honestly, probably Reaper's Marsh quicker, actually. Yeah, either way, you'll get there eventually. You just keep going, I'd like to travel, then Greenshade, and from Greenshade you go Mellabel Tor. Over here, I'd like to travel, Mellabel Tor. Once you get to Mellabel Tor, you'll be taken right in the middle, and you'll be pretty close to Abermath from this point. You just need to go a little bit south. So from here, you just go down this road here, travel over here, and get to this wayshrine, and then Abermath is just down here. When you get to Abermath, these boys here, these big fleshy boys, is what you're looking for. It's a Flesh Atronach. There's quite a few here, so usually other people will be doing the same thing though. So yeah, you can see someone in the distance there. Yeah. You'll get him. You'll get him eventually. There you go. All right, so just keep hitting this one, and yeah, just do that a bunch of times. There's probably 20 or, yeah, I'd say about 20 in total. There's another one over there. And when they die, they'll just like slowly respawn somewhere else. So you've got this area here, and this area here. Like there's like a big area here that you can use. I don't know if there's any over here. I should check. Oh yeah, there's one there. Actually, yeah, maybe the area over here too. There's another one over there. Oh yeah, there's more over here. So we've got this entire area here that's got lots of Flesh Atronachs, and it's good because honestly, there's not many other places I would use. The only other place that I would personally choose is Maelstrom Arena. In Maelstrom Arena, you've got the Spiral Scheme at stage 6, the spider one. That's got lots of Flesh Atronachs. And so what you do is if you want, like, if you're really pedantic about endeavors, what you could do is you could have one character go in there on normal, go all the way, like, get through stage 5, the Frozen Rink, the Rink of Frozen Blood. Once you do that, anytime the Flesh Atronach song comes up, just go in, kill the enemies, and you'll get eventually, like, more than, I believe there's more than 5, I think there's like 6 Flesh Atronachs in total, or maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, you get a lot. So you could just do that stage. And what you do is, when you get all your Atronachs done, just die or go invisible or something, just so that you don't progress and kill the final boss of that stage. And if you leave and come back, it should start you again at the beginning of that Spiral Scheme stage, and you won't have to redo it. So that's another thing you can do. But anything other than that, I think, is just like complicating things way too much. Alright, now let's cover the last one, a vision. So Infinite Archive is found here in the Apocrypha Zone in the like big world map. This is base game, even though it's found in the DLC you need Necrom for, or the zone you need Necrom for. So yeah, you can just travel to this from a wayshrine, and you don't need any DLC. So it's just here whenever you're ready. So a vision is obtained from killing a cycle boss, and that won't take too long. but it will definitely take longer than the other options here. So again, I don't really recommend this one, but it's not terrible either. So 2 visions is halfway through, or not even, it's not halfway through, it's like almost halfway through a arc. So you can grab the quest if you want to go all the way, but you won't complete the quest if you just want to do 2 visions, so it's no point otherwise. Okay, so when you first start Infinite Archive, it'll be very straightforward. You'll get a few melee enemies and a range enemy, and it'll just be like random enemies from all different places in the game's environments. So you can get like Daedra, you can get regular people, you can get undead, wild hunt enemies, like regular wild enemies, all sorts of shit. Just depends. And so there'll be 3 waves in total, and in most cases the last wave has a tougher enemy. But in this case, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just like a randomly, sometimes you won't get a tougher enemy. I don't know what causes it. Alright, so this is a verse. Every time you complete a stage, you get a verse. So these are powerful buffs that will last until the next stage or cycle is up, or arc. Some of these can be really powerful, some of these can be quite shit. Yeah, this one's not too bad. But yeah, sometimes in the early stages where the enemies are pretty weak and don't do much damage to you, getting damage versus is usually good, because it just speeds up how quickly you can do this stuff. Because usually you don't need the healing or the utility. Maybe the utility if it gives you resources. Because yeah, I don't. My resource sustain is not great. Alright, so here's one of the big enemies. So usually these guys have a mechanic or 2 linked to them. So this guy here, if you don't interrupt him, he charges forward, and it'll knock you down if you let him do that. And this thing here. So interrupt him to stop it. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen an interrupt for a charge move. It's like the only enemy I've seen. Probably not going to kill any enemies on a boss. And yeah, I guess this is okay. I'd much rather a damage one though. Okay, so yeah, that's the second stage, and now every 2 stages there'll be a boss, and that's a cycle which gives you a vision. So we're about to get one of the 2. I'm just going to swap because I need a bit more sustain, so I'll just go this and then go this as well. Alright, Ice Heart. So the first few cycle bosses will usually be pretty straightforward. Yeah, a bit dependent. Some of them can be fucking arse to deal with. Like, the Celestial Warrior is like one of my least favourite fights in here. Oh yeah, so most of the mechanics will be quite similar to the ones you have in the regular dungeon. So this is Difrost Keep. It's one of the later bosses of Difrost. Yeah, there might be a few mechanics that are different, but yeah, most of the stuff is straightforward. Okay, so that's a cycle boss. Now we get a monument chest, which gives us basically some archive money, and then we get a vision. So these are like verses, but they last until you leave the arena. So they're usually less powerful, but they last the whole thing, so they're very useful, and you want to make sure you choose wisely with these. So health recovery, not that great, especially since I'm a vampire and have less. Yeah, cooldown of potions isn't too terrible. Alright, so now you go into the next area. You'll be doing another stage. And so you complete this stage, 3 waves of enemies, you'll have another stage, 3 waves of enemies, you'll have another cycle, it will be a random boss. When you want to leave, when you defeat a stage, this thing goes away, but this is how you get out of here. So go to whatever the next stage is going to be before you start the fight. Just enter this, and this will take you to the foyer. So either you can just leave the place whenever you're ready, or you can, like, via housing, or you can just come to this portal here, and this will take you back out to where you came from. So you can, yeah, the Wayshrine of Melville tour. So just for convenience sake, you can do this, and then go about your day. Alright, so that's every endeavour done. So if you've got any other questions, or if you have any questions at all, I suppose, just let me know. But yeah, I don't think this is a bad set. Shouldn't be any issues. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Take care for now. I'll see you next time.